Welcome to the Retro Legends Arcade. Hello gamers, this is Papa Brad's Gaming, coming at you today with a mod perfect for Halloween. Of course, Monster Bash has just been released by AtGames and Zen Studios for the Legends 4K Pinball, as well as my favorite table of all time, the Creature from the Black Lagoon. What a fitting time to make some final cosmetic mods to my AtGames Addams Family pinball table, which I absolutely love. So without further ado, let's check out my Frankenstein mod. This week in the Retro Legends Arcade, we will be playing the amazing games Monster Bash and Creature from the Black Lagoon. Welcome viewers, welcome gamers. Papa Brad's Gaming and Retro Legends Arcade is all about the games. We play all the best games, we compete every week, it's for free, it's for fun, and it's for the community. Let's go. Simple installation, 2 Phillips head screws. Put the 2 pieces together. Make sure you don't over tighten it, it is plastic. And you are done. It's just that easy. Go, a fitting tribute to my favorite misunderstood monster, Frankenstein. Be sure to check out my Creature from the Black Lagoon review on AtGames Legends Pinball 4K. This has been Papa Brad. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Ring that bell so you see more videos like this. This has been Papa Brad reminding everyone to stay legit.
Welcome to my humble laboratory. I'm happy to see you made it here tonight in spite of the nasty weather. You could say I've created a monster. A monster bash, to be exact. A fantastic new video game that will scare unsuspecting subjects of all ages into playing it.
Monster Bash tasks the player with defeating Dracula, the Frankenstein monster, and Chameleon Man? What the heck, Sega? Who's ever heard of Chameleon Man? Developed and manufactured by Sega. First released to Japanese arcades in January 1982. It was additionally brought to the United States later of that same year. To understand Monster Bash, we need to start with Sega's early years. Founded in 1960, Sega was originally an amusement and slot machine company. It wasn't until the late 80s that they seriously ventured into the video game industry. The first two screens take place in haunted manors, fighting against Dracula and Frankenstein's monster. The third takes place in a garden, fighting against Chameleon Man, which sort of breaks the whole movie monster thing that the first two bad guys had going for them. Each has some sort of gimmick to aid or complicate movement. Dracula's stage has paintings that warp around the screen. Frankenstein Monster's level has pits which immediately drop you to the lower level, and the Chameleon's garden has gates which flip up in different directions, plus color swaps which will reveal the location of the villain. Upon completing all three screens, the game loops and the difficulty increases. To attack, Little Red has zap power, which lets him shoot little lightning bolts, but these only work against the lesser enemies. While the sole boss monster in each screen is invincible. However, each screen also has a sword. If you light all the candles, it will glow and grant a super zap that can kill the main bad guy and let you proceed to the next stage. Monster Bash is a platform arcade game that was released by Sega in 1982. The player must use a four-way joystick to take control of a man called Bashman, although he's frequently referred to as Little Red on the US flyer for the game. The first stage takes place in the mansion of Count Dracula, where Bashman, Little Red, must zap the defending bats while lighting 4 candles to energize the magic sword. When Bashman touches the magic sword, while it is energized, he will gain the Super Zap power, which is the only way you can kill Count Dracula. Once he has done so, he will move on to the Castle of Frankenstein's monster. In the Castle of Frankenstein's monster, he must zap the defending wolfmen, who can crouch down to avoid getting killed, while lighting additional candles to energize the game's second magic sword and gain the super magic power again, which is again required to kill Frankenstein's monster. Once he has done so, Bashman will move on to the graveyard of Chameleon Man. What? Chameleon Man? Man, talk about cheated. You have Dracula, Frankenstein, and the Wolfman, and then the end boss of each stage is Chameleon Man? Interesting choice, Sega. There's a reason this game is obscure. Let's move on to the Chameleon Man stage, where he must zap defending spiders and light a single candle in the crypt to energize the game's third and final magic sword. However, Chameleon Man has the ability to change his color and become invisible. Bashman must walk over the 3 color change spots on the left side, right side, and bottom of the screen to change the color of the background and make Chameleon Man visible again. Much like Count Dracula and Frankenstein's monster, Chameleon Man can only die after Bashman has touched the magic sword. I must touch the magic sword!
Use the magic sword!
Once he touches the magic sword and it's energized, you gain the Super Zap power. Once he has done so, the game will begin again at a more challenging difficulty. And that is the gameplay of Monster Bash. And there you have it, the fascinating history of Sega's Monster Bash. It may not have reached the same level of fame of some of Sega's other arcade titles, but the game holds a special place in the hearts of those who've experienced it and love it. This has been Papa Brad reminding you to always stay legit. This is Papa Brad with the most anticipated table ever to be released on the AtGames 4KP platform. Of course, I'm talking about the classic Pinball Scared Stiff, kudos to Zen Studios for making this possible, with none other than the host with the most herself, Elvira, being modeled in 3D on the table. Let's check this out. But before we get started, smash that like and hit that thumbs up. Really helps the video. And let's take a look at Scared Stiff.
Are you ready to play?
I am ready to play. There she is herself, Elvira, unedited, looking smoking hot on the back glass. There she is in 3D. Looks amazing on the AtGames Legends 4KP.
I'm trying to start the show.
Going to start the show in a minute, Elvira. They did make the character model a little bit more sexy than this footage. This footage was filmed early. Look at the detail on this play field. Very crisp, very clean. This is the table we've been waiting for. The play field to me looks excellent. Did take away that little bit of lace at Elvira's top. Shout out to AtGames for not censoring our nostalgia. This game will get the AMA rating, but will be uncensored. Here's a look at the table with the visual extras off. I know a lot of the hardcore players, they like to play with all the visual features off. And this game plays fantastic either way. Look at the detail. Totally read that card. This is an absolutely gorgeous pinball table. A recreation of one of the best pinballs. In my top 5 is Scared Stiff.
I'm trying to start the show.
Elvira can't wait. Let's jump into some gameplay. Shabam! Pinball pack is $10 for the Williams Pinball Scared Stiff single pack. And it's a definition of a must-buy pinball table for the 4KP. Huge thank you to AtGames who did send me out this pinball pack for the purpose of review. Let's get into reviewing the table. And we'll start off with one of the biggest concerns of people, which is the animated back glass, and there is none. The spider will spin, but it's going to spin on the main play field. This may be my only criticism of this table. Honestly, other than that, I feel like this is the perfect recreation of Scared Stiff. Now, none of the Zen titles on the AtGames 4KP have animated back glasses. You can totally play this on Pinball Effects VR and see the spider spin around on the back glass. But I feel like, given the limitations of the 4KP and what Zen has done, that's acceptable. That's just my opinion. And it's not going to sway my review on this table at all.
Here's a bunch of scary stiffs. Oh, nice manners.
There's the new character model, as you can see. In all of her beauty, it's Elvira.
Puppies? Pitbull?
You can see from this gameplay the pure joy of playing Scared Stiff on AtGames 4KP. This is the definition of what I wanted when I got the AtGames 4K pinball. And I'm going to give this an S tier. It's one of my highest rated tables, up there with Creature from the Black Lagoon and Monster Bash, just where it should be. Fantastic job, AtGames and Zen. This is exactly the kind of reproduction I was looking for of a physical pinball table. And I cannot say how much I love this. It's just great. This is a definition of a must-buy.
darlings. Yes, it's me, the titillating temptress in the flesh, and not much else, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. And tonight, I have an especially terrifying tale from those monster hitmakers at Bally. It stars my favorite actress of all time, me. And it's destined to become a true cult classic forever. Or at least until you croak, whichever comes first. But I can see you're ready for some action, so get ready to get scared stiff! Dude, this is awesome!
You can't run, you can't hide, because Scared Stiff is going to make you stiff with fear. Everyone panic, don't stay calm, because there's monsters and mayhem at every turn. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, has unleashed 6 tales of terror that will challenge your very soul. Look! It's the eyes of the bony beast. These gaping jaws will devour your shots down the creature's curving carcass. What's that noise? And those eyes? Yikes! It's the terror from the crate. Attack the crate to keep the evil eyes at bay. If you dare, break through the box and find out what lurks inside. I've seen big spiders before, but come on! Stop this giant spinning spider on any of these scary symbols for special rewards!
How about another ball?
Hey, this guy may be stiff, but he's quick. Lock the balls and watch his tricked-out coffin go into action.
Just wait till you get your hands on my bumpers. Boy, you'll really find out what fun is then. And did you catch that stiff in the coffin? I guess that's what happens when you hog all the popcorn. Well, how about if I show you a little more?
I scared myself!
This thing is huge! So, darling, how scared are you now? Let's sneak a peek at my favorite tool and find out.
Elvira's favorite tool is the Stiffometer! Look at this thing. 10 levels of stiffness. It's madness!
Well, darling, if Scared Stiff doesn't send chills right up your spine, you better check your pulse, because you're dead. I mean, you got your terror from the crate. You got your giant spinning spider. You got your big bony beast. And the biggest features of all, yours truly. Oh, when people get an eyeful of Bally Scared Stiff, they're gonna be dying to play. So have a ball. After all, darling, it's on me. Unpleasant dreams.
Thank you so much, Elvira, for a great look at the pinball table Scared Stiff. Let's talk a little bit about the history of this amazing game.
I'll get him up.
The Bally pinball machine Scared Stiff was released in 1996 and is known for its B-horror movie theme, starring, of course, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Designed by Dennis Nordman, it was a follow-up to the 1989 game Elvira and the Party Monsters, which will also be coming to the AtGames 4KP pinball machine. The game's noted for its humor, its elaborate features like a rotating backbox spider, custom voice work by Cassandra Peterson, Elvira. Despite production cuts due to finances, the game is considered a classic for its gameplay and theme. The Elvira theme, of course, it has the horror hostess Elvira, played by Cassandra Peterson, who provided custom humorous voice callouts, and it was a key part of this B-movie horror theme for Scared Stiff. Scared Stiff is the second game in the Elvira Pinball trilogy and is often considered by fans to be the best of the three. I used to always think that, but I've really fell in love with Elvira and the Party Monsters. Been playing it a lot. The game's production was impacted by Bally's financial struggles at the time. Some originally intended features, such as bone flippers and a light-up skull pile, were either not included or were removed before the game was shipped. Some key features known for the table was its elaborate playfield, includes unique toys and features, such as a spinning spider in the back box and the stiff in the coffin that acts as a multi-ball starting point, and also the large crate toy in the center of the table, the middle. One of the things I love about the game is its art and humor. The game is renowned for its vibrant artwork and playful, innuendo-filled humor that aligns with the B-movie horror theme, and it really shines with Elvira's personality. This table is also well known for having a good flow and is considered to be one of the best beginner-friendly tables, while still being challenging enough for experienced players. All gameplay in this video was done by me, and I think it was like my second or third game. I mean, this game literally felt like home from the second I started playing it. It's just that good.
Turn out the light. It's time to get scared stiff.
Let's see how scared stiff you can get.
Turn on the stiff meter.
This'll scare the pants off you. I hope.
So moving into the scared stiff mode. One of the great things about this game is it is got a really fun multi-ball, and most players will get to experience at least one multi-ball, I'd say, in an average play. The toy is great. The crate toy is one of the best. I would say it ranks up there with the saucer from Attack from Mars. I mean, this table's just iconic, and it is so well executed. Absolutely stellar job from AtGames and Zen Studios on the port of Scared Stiff to the 4KP. The strengths of the 4KP are shown, such as the SSF sound is really well implemented.
How about another ball?
But what's going to make this table
I don't want to know what's
an
in
all-time classic and puts it in the S tier above all else is purely the gameplay. Gameplay on this table, this is one of the most fun tables on the 4KP, and for AtGames, I would say this is one of the best that they have. Put it up there, top tier. Attack from Mars,
Shoot again.
Creature from the Black Lagoon, Monster Bash. This is right up there with the greats. So I would say if you have a 4KP, this is a must-own table. Especially if you like the franchise and Elvira. Bubbling with personality, this is a masterpiece on the AtGames Legends 4KP.
You're one of my favorites.
Not have said it better, Elvira. This is one of my favorite tables now on the AtGames Legends 4KP. S tier is above a perfect 10. This is in my absolute top tables that you must have if you have a 4KP. Absolutely love the way they executed this. Fantastic job, Zen Studios. Thank you, AtGames, for the opportunity to be a tester for this. Until next time, as always, stay legit.
Tell me more.
Move your...
They are on.
Oh, poo. Unpleasant dreams.
And get scared stiff!